All right, so now let's take a look at Cloudwatch Synthetic. So Synthetics is used to test web applications by creating canaries to test broken or dead links, step-by-step task completion, page load errors, log latency of assets, complex wizard flows, checkout flows. But exactly what is a canary? So a canary is not what we refer to when we're doing deployment. It's totally something else. It's weird that AWS would reuse this term in another service, but they do. But canaries are configurable scripts that run on a schedule to monitor your endpoints and APIs. Canaries mimic steps a real user would take so you can continuously verify the customer experience. There should be an R on the end there, but that's what it is. Canaries run on AWS Lambda using the Node.js library, which in turn uses Puppeteer. And if you're not sure what Puppeteer is, it's a headless Chrome browser and an automating testing framework. You can use Puppeteer to open a web browser and click and enter information into a website. And headless means that there's no visible window, so you don't see the browser, it just kind of works. So that's really what Synthetics is. It's just Puppeteer, and it has a layer on top of it. But let's look at some of the things that we can do with Synthetics here. So when you're creating a canary, you can use a blueprint, use an inline editor, import from S3. So here we have that example where you can choose between the blueprint editing yourself or importing your script. There are 4 blueprints that are here, and we're actually going to go take a look at all 4 of them here so you can kind of have an idea what you can do with Synthetics. So the first blueprint we can use is called heartbeat monitoring. This will be used to check a single page. So what we'll get here on the right-hand side, you always get a script editor, but generally you'll have fields on the top there. So I can supply a single URL, and then it will wait a while, and then it'll take a screenshot until the page is loaded. And it's called a heartbeat monitoring because it checks continuously to see if the page is still alive. And here you can set an option. But this option is basically on all of them, but this one, it's more important, where you can say run every 5 minutes and make sure that the website or the single page is still running. Let's take a look at API canaries. So you can use this to check out an API endpoint. So here, what we can do is supply the get or post. We can give the headers, the payload. We can specify the actual endpoint we want to test. And then you can see that, again, there's a script editor where you can change things. If the endpoint is successful, then you get 200. If not, you got to code it in yourself. But it's basically like the last one, like the heartbeat one, but this is for API endpoints. Then you have a broken link checker. This one's kind of cool. So you supply a link, and then it looks for the links on the page and follows them to see if those links are broken. So it does a bit of crawling around. Really great for marketing websites, not so much for a web application, but so what you can do is you can supply the website, and then you can say the maximum amount of links it will follow. Follow meaning click through there. And so you can see that you can actually supply multiple URLs. So even though it shows on the top there, you're only supplying one website, you can actually supply multiple ones in there, which is kind of interesting. And it will log all the pages so that you can go look at them later on to see the results of it through Cloudwatch logs. So there you go. And the last one here is the GUI workload or workflow builder. So test the sequence of steps that make up a workflow. So here what you do is you set up a bunch of actions, and you have selectors and text. So it's a way of like selecting stuff. And so here are the options that you can select. And that's your step-by-step actions. Is Synthetics really that great? No, not really. But if you're looking for a hosted solution for Puppeteer and doing the stuff, it's not too bad. I would probably just use a custom script for this, but that is Synthetics. So there you go.